I actually deliberately held myself together. I was thinking about shock, and I was thinking about delayed shock, and I was thinking about proving for my own pride that I could continue. It was a couple of days later that I called up a friend and said, right, I want to cry now, please come over and be with me, which she did. And I wanted to, having lost the physical struggle, I decided there was a mental struggle going on that I wanted to win, and that I would win that by not giving in and by not changing anything that I did. I actually made the same journey the next week in order to prove to myself that I could do it. And that was actually the most frightening bit, walking up the road the next week at the same time of night. But I wanted to show that I can go wherever I want to, and that nobody will prevent me from going about my business.
You've got very strong feelings, haven't you, that women who find themselves in your position should go to the police. Can you tell me why it's so important that women do come forward?
It helps you to get the whole thing out of your system. Once you've given your statement to the police, they have written down absolutely everything that happened. They go through the whole thing and write it down, and then they lock it away in their filing cabinet, and it's there on record. You don't have to remember it. You can now forget about it. If anyone wants to know what happened, you can refer them to the police and they'll fish it out, and you know, if it's any of their business, that's the way to find out. You don't have to tell anyone about it anymore because you've said it all once, and after that you can forget about it.
Did you find it that easy? I mean, could you just go ahead and do that?
I spent the next 6 months thinking about it constantly, but what I was thinking about is, aren't I doing well? I'm managing to cope. I'm, you know, although I've been raped, I'm living my life more or less normally. The only difference is that I spend all my time thinking about it, you know, and that will die away. Eventually there'll come a day when I don't think about it.
A lot of women go to pieces entirely after an experience like yours.
My privacy is more to do with my thoughts. I mean, whatever happens to my body it's over, it's finished now, it's stopped. The thing that I worry about is my mind. And if my mind isn't permanently damaged, then I'm not permanently damaged. Obviously, if I was physically damaged, it would also make a difference, which I'm not. You know, so I'm particularly angry with him because I think that the other victims took it harder than I did. Also helps me to put it in perspective. Finished now, it's stopped. The thing that I worry about is my mind. And if my mind isn't permanently damaged, then I'm not permanently damaged. Obviously, if I was physically damaged, it would also make a difference, which I'm not. You know, so I'm particularly angry with him because I think that the other victims took it harder than I did. And it's a dreadful thing to do, but I mean, I was in the hands of a raving lunatic for half an hour, and that's now over with. My great aunt and her daughter were in the Warsaw ghetto, and my great uncle died in Auschwitz, and they were in the hands of raving lunatics for a damn sight longer, and that also helps me to put it in perspective.